Welcome back to the Felix Smart Studio. Today, we're going to be going over how to use events. Now, events turn devices on or off based on a trigger condition. They work with if this, then that rules, where if a trigger condition is met, then the device takes action. Events can be used to keep any parameter within a set range or trigger an action based on a single value. Events also take priority over all other modes except scenarios, meaning this will overtake any manual mode, timers, cycles that you have active. When setting up an event, it's important to understand the two different types of events. Now, there are thermostat-style controls where you will keep a parameter within a set value range, and then there are regular events which act like fail-safes and trigger based on a single value. The difference in these style of events lies in the tolerance feature. Any event with a tolerance that equals 0 is a regular event, and any event with a tolerance greater than 0 is a thermostat-style control. To create an event, head into your dashboard and scroll down to the device that you would like to automate. I'm going to click on my ground heater's device settings, scroll over to the Events tab, and then click on the green plus icon in the top right corner. Now I'm going to name my event based on the action that I'm trying to accomplish, so I will name this one Temperature Control. And then I can tap on my device icon to toggle between states. So red means off and green means on. I want my device to turn on based on an environmental factor. So now I can look into the when section and select one of the probes or another device that I have plugged in. For this one, I'm going to use my ground temperature measurement to automate my heater. Now I can select what I want the range to be. So I'm going to say when my temperature is less than, let's say maybe 20.25 degrees, I want my heater to turn on. And that's what that on or off at the top means. So right now my device is set up so that it will turn on when my ground temperature drops below 20.25 degrees Celsius. And if I were to set the tolerance down here to 0, I could then press save and I would have set up a regular fail-safe event. So this would mean that my heater turns on anytime my temperature drops below 20.25, and that is just a constant and a safety. But it wouldn't keep a value between a set range. I will need to use tolerance in order to do that, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So using tolerance, I can set up my thermostat-style control event, and I will use this tolerance and set it to, let's say, 5 degrees Celsius. And this will turn on my heater when my temperature drops below 20.25 degrees Celsius, and it will keep it on until it reaches that 5-degree threshold at 25.25 degrees Celsius. So that's what this tolerance feature does. It sets that outer boundary based on that initial value you've set, and now it could just completely automate this device to keep it within that set value range. Okay, now I'll click save in the top right corner, and I get a little message that summarizes what my event is doing. So it says, turn on ground heater when ground temp is less than 20.25 degrees. And that means I did it completely correctly, but this can be a good indication if you have made a mistake when setting up. Just take a look at that little phrase there. Now, if I want this event to be active, I will click that slider to on, and now my ground temperature will be controlled by my ground heater using this event. If you notice that your screens look a little bit different than the ones we used in this video, do not worry, because we're constantly changing little features here and there to be optimized for you as an end user of this product. And that's all. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask us, and I'll see you very soon.